How you doing? This is Coach C on behalf of Next Level Up, and this is the exercise portion of our homework. The first exercise that we have is squats. So what you want to do is, you want to take your feet, spread them shoulder width apart. You put your arms out in order to give yourself balance. You keep your back as straight as you possibly can. You lower your butt and then come back up. The next exercise that we have is push-ups. What you do is, you get on the ground. You want your hands directly below your shoulders. Just like this. My back and torso and butt is straight. I go down and come back up. Just like that. Next exercise we have is sit-ups, which is gonna work your stomach area, make it a whole lot stronger. So what I'll do is, come down, you wanna take the goal is you wanna try to get your elbows to touch your knees. Now some of you might be able to do it and some of you won't be able to do it. So I come up, let my elbows touch my knees, go down, my shoulders touch the ground. Okay, you're not flopping. Make sure you're doing it nice and slow. Right there, elbows touch the knees, come back down. Do it again, just like that. Next exercise we have is jumping jacks. Basically what you want to do is you stand straight, okay? You're making a star-like position when you're jumping. So when my legs spread, my arms spread, come back, right there, bam. So this is what it looks like. This is what it should look like continuously. This is a full body exercise. Now, what we're gonna do is right now we're focused on the beginning workout, so workout for beginners. The first thing you wanna do when you handling the basketball, first thing you wanna do is focus on perfecting the movement. If I'm doing crossovers, all I do is I just simply, at all times when you dribble the basketball, you wanna make sure your head is up. So I go 1, 2, boom. Once you have mastered the movement, do it in place. Now you want to create some type of objects. So therefore, you can get used to doing the move while moving. The goal is, by the time you get through the move, you want to be around and past the defender. Here's how it works. Just like that. Now, once you have put a defender in your way in a straight line, and you've gotten used to getting past that defender, now we're gonna practice on doing our move while we're changing directions. So if you look at the cones, what's different with these cones versus the first time is they're at a diagonal, which is forcing you to be able to change direction. So here's how this looks. Like that. Once you have mastered the upper body part of just doing the move in place, now what you're going to do is you're going to get your feet involved. Being a good ball handler, it's all about using your whole body when you're doing the move. So now, I've mastered the upper part of my body, now I'm going to get my feet involved. It's basically called feet switch. So you take 2 dribbles, 1, 2, switch your feet, switch hands. 1, 2, switch your feet, switch hands. Next move we have is behind the back. What you're gonna do with this move, you wanna do a couple of things. One, you want your knees bent when you're doing it. It's like you're sitting in a chair. The second thing you wanna do is, I dribble next to my baby toe, I dribble behind my heel, then I push it through and I slap my hip. So 1, 2, right there. Just like with every other move, once you master just the upper part of it. Now you're gonna do the feet switch with it. So I go. Now you've mastered the feet switch. Now you're gonna master avoiding the object. Notice my head is up the whole time I'm doing this. So it's not about speed, it's all about precision and doing it right. Next move we have is called hesitation. This is probably the easiest move you'll ever learn. All you do is, I dribble, take a dribble, and I stomp my feet 3 times. So, with this particular move, once you've got it down, just the movement, when you're doing it in place, all you do is keep it in the same hand, like this. You've done that one with one hand, you do the same thing with the other hand. With this particular move, it's not necessarily as important about switching directions because most of the time when you switch directions, you're gonna switch direction and keep it in the same hand, especially for beginners. Last move for beginners, it's called a spin move. It seems like it's a hard move, but in reality it's not. All you're gonna do is, if it's in my right hand, my left hand is my pivot foot. If it's in my left hand, my right hand is my pivot foot. You take a dribble, bam, boom, boom, like that. That's how it works. Then if it's in my left hand, same thing. Boom, boom, boom. Now if you've noticed, when I spin, I don't want to leave the ball out here as I'm spinning. So when I spin, I don't want to leave the ball right here because the defender will come through and tip it away. When I spin, I want to keep my body between the ball and the defender. So when I'm doing it, I spin here, the ball comes here, and then I switch hands when my body is between the ball and the defender. Then I go right here, just like that. So now, with the spin move, you really can't practice a spin move in place, but here's how you practice it. Once you got the movement down, here's how you practice it moving. Now, what you've noticed is when I do a spin move and I'm doing it on objects, by the time I get through my spin move, I want to be past the object or the defender. I don't want to go north and east and west. I always want to make sure I'm going north and south. When you're spinning and you're changing direction, same rules apply. You want to make sure that you are past the defender. So once you've went through all the moves, you always want to end it with what we call a reaction drill, which means you got to do a different move every time you get to the cone. Just like that. With the reaction drill, down and back 5 to 7 times. If you're a beginner and you're a left-hand person, you need to be able to also use your right hand. If you're a beginner and you're a right-hand person, you need to also be able to use your left hand. So here's what'll happen. When you're shooting a layup, first thing you want to do is, it's going to be opposite leg you jump off of, opposite hand you shoot with. You start out like this. You'll go, I'm shooting with my right hand, I simply step with my left foot, my right leg, with my knee, I'm going to try to hit myself in the chest. If you're a right-hand person, once again, you want to be able to use your left hand too. So I want to shoot it with my left hand. I'm going to jump off my right leg with my left leg. I'm going to try to, with my knee, I'm going to try to hit myself in the chest. Once you've gotten that part down, you keep taking a step back until you can start from the three-point line shooting your layup, taking dribbles. But it's all about mastering the movement first and then progressing and getting a little bit more difficult, On the sheet, it says shooting. When you're shooting, you basically want to make sure that you're shooting the ball correctly. Before you start doing any shooting, you want to make sure, if I'm a right-hand person, my thumbs, you want to make sure you're making that half T. If I'm a left-hand person, same thing. With my thumbs, you want to make sure you're making that half T. My elbows in. I'm right in front of the basketball goal. I follow through and my hand is in the cookie jar. You start out, you'll make 15 of these, just right here in front of the goal. Elbow in, half T, elbow in, hand in the cookie jar. Half T, elbow in, hand in the cookie jar. Half T, elbow in, hand in the cookie jar. Now what we want to do is, it's called the X effect. If I'm dribbling with my left hand, I want to step with my right foot. If I'm dribbling with my right hand, I want to step with my left foot. So how you do it is like this. Same thing. Elbow in, hand in the cookie jar. Same thing opposite way. Right hand, left hand first. Now we've done that. So what you're gonna do is, you're going to simply, if I'm right-handed, I just start with my left foot. I go from a lunge to a squat, and the hand in the cookie jar. Bam, just like that. Same thing, do it again. Go from a lunge to a squat to hand in the cookie jar. Make a miss. Lunge, squat, hand in the cookie jar. Just like that. Last part of the workout with the basketball is, what you're gonna do is, if I am left-handed, I'm gonna dribble a little bit more with my right hand. If I'm right-handed, I'm gonna dribble a little bit more with my left hand. So if you look at the workout, it'll say like 300 W, 200 S, or whatever the case may be. But W stands for weak hand, S stands for strong hand. So for me, I would do 200 with my right hand because I'm right-handed. I would do 300 with my left hand. All you're doing is just right here, just focus on keeping that ball below your knee. And once I get done with my right hand, I switch to left hand. When you're dribbling this, you want to try to dribble with your fingertips. I don't want the palm of my hand, which is the middle part of my hand, touching the basketball. Focus on dribbling with your fingertips. Keeping that ball low. Because the lower the ball is, the more control you have over it.